feel it, the tiny, icy nudge under your ribs when someone laughs a little too hard at your joke, like a quiet alarm that says, watch this one, don't push it away, hold it for a second, because if you miss what I'm about to show you, you'll keep missing the 6 people who don't ruin your life loudly. They dry you out slowly, not all at once but sip by sip, until your energy is sent and your ambition looks like a mirage. We like to call it a team, a company, a family. But Plato would say it's still a cave, shadows on a wall that we mistake for truth. Machiavelli would whisper, this is how power actually moves. Nietzsche would shrug and remind you that under politeness lives a struggle for influence. And Bonhoeffer, who watched loyalties shatter under pressure, would tell you, when stakes rise, masks crack. I'm not dropping names to sound smart. I'm giving you simple lenses, so the next time a smile feels sharp, you'll know why. The first enemy is the chronic victim. You've met him. The project fails, and he already has a detailed guest list of who's to blame. He's never wrong, only wounded. Sympathy is his fuel. Your attention is the pump. Picture it. Alarms blaring, deadlines burning, and he's sighing like the world owes him oxygen. You spend an hour soothing, and somehow he becomes the tragic hero of the story while nothing gets fixed. Why it drains you? Emotion replaces action. Drama devours your bandwidth. How to survive? Build a boundary, not a battlefield. When the violence starts, don't attack. Redirect. Say, okay, what's the plan to fix it? Then, who does what by when? Victimhood starves without attention. It dies in timelines. Praise repairs, not rants. Quick test this week. Anyone who brings a problem owes 2 possible solutions. If they can't, you're not helping, you're being harvested. The second enemy is the kiss up. Sunlight around the boss, fog around the truth. Compliments like confetti, accountability like a ghost. That makes the room a mirror. Leaders hear their own brilliance echoed back, and real problems disappear behind the applause. Why it drains you? When honesty dies, decisions die. Teams crash, not because they lack talent, but because no one will say, this plan has a hole in it. How to survive? Judge by deeds, not declarations. Assign small, clear responsibilities and score outcomes in public. One line that changes everything. Love that idea. Take point on it. Flattery either grows a backbone or evaporates. And try this. Schedule red team moments. A few minutes where someone's job is to poke holes in the plan. Now truth isn't rule, it's a role. The third enemy is the secret competitor. He smiles with you, then edits you out. He forgets to CC you. He repackages your idea and presents it as what the team came up with. He's not explosive, he's surgical. Why it drains you? You start doubting your memory, arguing with yourself at 2 a.m. Rewriting history in your head. How to survive. Receipts. Not paranoia. Proof. Keep drafts. Timestamp your ideas. After meetings, send a summary with owners and deadlines. 2 sentences that shift the ground. Great. I'll write this up. And let's confirm owners and dates. Your work needs a chain of custody. In office politics, facts win. The fourth enemy is the chronic manipulator. He never wrestles with your point. He rearranges the furniture around it. Calm voice, gentle tone. The goalposts move, and you find yourself apologizing for asking a fair question. Why it drains you. You gets gaslit. You trade instinct for explanations that feel safe but aren't true. How to survive? Pattern spotting. One misstep is human. Repeated mismatch between words and actions is a map. Stop debating vibes. Ask specifics. Who, what, when. Then capture them. There's a 5-word sentence they hate because it ends the magic trick. Let's write that down. Use it when praise is vague, when promises float, when roles blur, when stories get slippery. It's not aggressive, it's clean. Data turns into paper. Paper doesn't forget. The 5th enemy is the seductive empath. They listen like a lover and leverage like a lawyer. You tell them your fear, they cradle it. Then at just the right moment, they plant a soft doubt about you where it will grow. Why it drains you. It feels like support, but it creates dependence. Psych 101. Intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes they save you, sometimes they ghost you. Bonds you deeper, like a casino. How to survive. Warm heart, hard boundaries. Keep your real processing with people who aren't in the power chain. Inside the chain, share less than you feel and trust track records over confessions. Real support helps you stand without them. The 6th enemy is the unstable ally. With you on Monday, missing by Friday when something shinier calls. Not evil, just mercenary. Sunshine loyalty, thunder loyalty is unavailable. Why it drains you. You build plans on ghosts. You overinvest, they underdeliver, and the bill gets paid with your energy. How to survive. Slow trust. Calibrate in storms, not in sunshine. After any crisis, write 2 lists. Who stepped up and who stepped out. Staff your future accordingly. Build redundancy so one defection doesn't create a demission. Here's the part you don't want to hear. These enemies aren't just out there, they live in us. The part that blames when we're tired. The part that flatters when we're scared. The part that tucks someone's idea into our pocket because we're desperate to matter. The part that reframes to avoid shame. The part that overshares to feel close. The part that disappears when the heat comes. Nietzsche warned, he who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. Stare too long at other people's shadows, and the cave teaches you your own. Bonhoeffer would say pressure doesn't create character, it reveals it. If that stung, good. That sensation is honest. It's a mirror you can actually use. So what now? Make trust a system, not a feeling. Feelings are weather. Systems are climate. If you design your climate, you won't have to forecast every storm. Start small. Make winds visible. Send a short weekly note. Done. Next. Blocked. Owner. Date. No poetry, just receipts. Bake boundaries into the process. Agendas with time boxes. Decisions with owners. 24-hour write-ups after meetings. Test praise with responsibility. Enthusiasm earns a task every time. And keep that 5-word sentence ready. Let's write that down. When someone loves your idea, write it down. When someone promises help, write it down. When a story shifts mid-conversation, write it down. Clarity is kindness. Documentation is dignity. One more question to keep in your pocket. What would this look like if it were easy? Ask it when drama swells. It flushes out who actually wants solutions and who just wants attention. Those 6 don't like easy, they like endless. If faces are appearing in your mind right now, good. That means you're awake. Use the feeling as a compass, not a weapon. Name what you see. Choose the boundary. Say the sentence. And then get back to building something that lasts. Because the uncomfortable truth is this. Sometimes protecting your peace means walking away from people you hoped were better. That grief is real. It hurts more than being stabbed. But love without boundaries is just self-abandonment in a pretty outfit. Your future, your work, your sanity, your small moral code, it's worth more than one more round of maybe they'll change. If any of these hit too close, tell me what it looked like. Your story is someone else's flashlight, and if you want more practical philosophy, the kind you can actually use on Monday, subscribe. Building an empire isn't just about the right moves. It's about choosing the right people and refusing to become the wrong one.